Hey, take a look around you for a second. Seriously, that screen you're looking at, the mug on your desk, maybe a ball in the backyard, they all share a secret, you know? They're all just made of a few simple shapes. So today, we're gonna hit the reset button and rediscover these basic building blocks of our world. And trust me, you're gonna see them in a whole new light.
Does this look familiar? Sitting on the floor with a big pile of blocks, just trying to figure out how to make them fit together? Well, believe it or not, that was our first geometry lesson. It's where we all learned that a few simple pieces can build, well, pretty much anything you can imagine.
Okay, so let's start with a quick field guide. Think of this as a safari, but for shapes. We're gonna hunt for the most essential 3D shapes that, once you learn how to spot them, you'll start seeing them absolutely everywhere. First up, the ball shape, or a sphere, if you want to get technical. And what's so cool about this one is its perfect symmetry. I mean, no matter which way you turn it, it looks exactly the same. No corners, no edges, just one perfectly smooth surface. And you see these things all over the place, right? From a basketball to a simple ball of yarn. Their entire purpose really comes from their shape. I mean, they're literally designed to roll. All right, next we've got the cylinder. Now this one's interesting. It's kind of a hybrid shape. It has two totally flat circular ends, but connecting them is one long curved side. Just think about a can of soup, a glass, or even a piece of pipe. That combo of flat and curved surfaces gives it a superpower. It can stand up perfectly still on its flat ends, or you can tip it over and roll it on its side. Pretty versatile. And now for a true classic, the cube. This shape is all about being stable and predictable. It's a box, yeah, but it's a very special kind of box where all 6 faces are perfect, identical squares.
We see this with dice, right? Every side has to have an equal chance of landing face up. Or a Rubik's Cube, or just a simple building block. It's the definition of perfect angular balance.
So, the cube has a much more common cousin, the cuboid. This is the box shape we see all the time. It also has 6 flat sides, but here's the key difference. Its faces are rectangles, and they don't all have to be the same size. Your cereal box in the morning, a book, a fish tank, all cuboids. Honestly, this is probably one of the most useful shapes in the entire world because it's perfect for packing, stacking, and building just about anything. And finally, let's talk about the prism. A prism is basically any shape that has 2 identical ends with flat sides connecting them. Now, those ends can technically be any shape, but the one we all picture in our heads is the one with triangle ends. Just think of a slice of cheese, or a wedge of cake, or that classic camping tent shape. That sharp triangular profile gives it, well, a literal edge. So, okay, now that we can spot these shapes in the wild, we can start to see how they work together. See, they don't just exist on their own. They're meant to be combined. You take a cuboid for the walls, you pop a prism on top for the roof, and boom, you've got a house. Let's try it out. Look at this thing. What shapes do you see? Go ahead, you can even pause and pick them out. Okay, you see it? We've got cuboids making up the base, some cubes for support, there's a cylinder acting like a pillar, and a prism right on top. It's a mashup of everything we just talked about. But hold on, the connection here goes way deeper. It's not just about stacking shapes on top of each other. There's a hidden world inside each one. And get this, every single 3D shape we've looked at is holding a 2D secret. And finding this secret is actually really simple. If you take a cuboid, put it flat on a piece of paper, and just trace around its bottom, what do you get? A perfect rectangle. That 2D shape was there the whole time, just hiding in plain sight as one of its faces. And yep, you guessed it, the exact same rule applies to a cube. Since all its faces are perfect squares, when you trace one, you get a perfect square. It's a direct link. So what about our cylinder? If you trace one of its flat ends, what do you think you'll find? A perfect circle, of course. It's the fundamental shape that defines its top and bottom. And to complete the set, if you trace the end of our prism, you get exactly what you'd expect, a triangle. It's like every 3D object is just a container for its 2D soulmates. But wait, here's a fantastic little twist. Some of these shapes can actually give you more than one 2D result. It all depends on which side you trace. A cuboid might have a square on its end, but a long rectangle on its side. And a prism, it's got a triangle on the end, but its long sides, those are rectangles. And this is where it all comes together. We go from just seeing shapes to actually using them.
A simple can of soup becomes the perfect stencil for drawing circles for balloons. A cereal box becomes the perfect tool for drawing the body of a robot. Suddenly, the 3D world is our toolkit for creating in 2D.
So the next time you look at a can or a box or a book, you won't just see an object. You'll see the cylinder, the cuboid. You'll see the hidden circles and rectangles just waiting inside. So the real question is, now that you can see the building blocks of your world this clearly, what are you going to build with them?